enamorado. Sabrosa y tan dulce como un mango. Una chica de Bahía con milagros. Cantita bien caro. La ballena, brasilera canta a capela. Dime portugués todo lo que quieras. Yo te llego en cualquier manera. Semi-automatic, shoot my shot in verse until I had it. Good drama, she was cinematic. Speak to me in tongues like a fanatic. Yeah, she a fan of me gusta bien caro. En un Ferrari bien caro. Con mucho clase caro. Con un estilo bien caro. Me gusta bien caro. En lencería bien caro. Con alma bien caro. Baby, yo sé que tú es caro. Ya, okay. Me dañaste todo de mi mente, soñando toda la noche de ti y tú solamente. Enamorado, eso se me dio, ay Dios. Perreando toda la noche en la pared. I just wanna feel you up against my head. Baby, just wind up all on me. Be my champagne and pop that. Ella no barata. Ella no barata. Ella no barata. Ella no barata. Semi-automatic. Shoot my shot in verse until I had it. The drama, she was cinematic. Speak to me in tongues like a fanatic. Yeah, she a fan of me gusta bien caro. En un Ferrari bien caro. Con mucho clase caro. Con un estilo bien caro. Me gusta bien caro. En lencería bien caro. Con alma bien caro. Baby, yo sé que tú es caro.
Good morning. Give me a second, guys. 1 second.
Speak to me in tongues like a fanatic. Yeah, she a fan of me gusta bien caro. En un Ferrari bien caro. Con mucho clase caro. Con un estilo bien caro. Me gusta bien caro. En lencería bien caro. Con alma bien caro. Baby, yo sé que tú es caro.
Good morning and welcome to the Bear Cave. I'm Teddy and you are listening to MessyMocha. It's Wednesday, September the 4th. So go ahead and grab your coffee, grab your tea, and join me for a fall flashback. That's what it is, a fall flashback. It's September. It's crisp outside. I just feel like it. I do. All right. So HearHerTv, I'll just say this, plus election news, analyze this. So I'm going to cover the election news real quick because this video is at least a couple of hours and I'll see how much of it I want to play. But this was one of HearHerTv's Coffee Talk videos from September of 2021. It's kind of interesting. We've heard part of it at the beginning. We've heard that part. But I listened a little bit more to it, and there's some other names that come up that I've really never paid attention to, only because, well, I wasn't watching many of those videos at that time. Okay. So let me just pause this or turn this music way down. Hang on, guys. Okay. So, as we always do this part of the broadcast, let me bring up my flag here. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies. It's 61 days until Election Day in the US. And there is election news to get at. We'll leave that up for just a second. Shout out to my moderators, Baby Juju and Vicky Black. All right, so a new CNN poll is out in the 6 battleground states. CNN's poll of likely voters. And I'll just, in no specific order as they're flashing through. So we got Wisconsin 50-44. That would be 50 for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. All right, as far as who's being ahead. In Michigan, we've got 48-43. Kamala Harris ahead. In Arizona, 44-49. Kamala Harris ahead. No, behind by 1 point. Wisconsin 50-44 ahead. Okay. Just seeing as they're flashing through these numbers. Arizona 44-49. All right, so it looks like it's going to be right now. Harris is holding a narrow advantage in Wisconsin and Michigan, while Trump has the edge in Arizona. Georgia, Nevada, and Pennsylvania show a different story. So let me just give you the live updates, the latest in the 2024 presidential race. So the countdown to Election Day, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are in the final stretch of the 2024 campaign, with the two focusing on swing states ahead of their presidential debate that's coming up next week on Tuesday. A new polling shows a mixed outlook across 6 key battlegrounds, with Georgia and Pennsylvania as key toss-ups. Today, there will be events. The first, the vice president is set to deliver a speech in New Hampshire this afternoon to unveil the next part of her economic plan, while Trump participates in a Fox News town hall tonight in Pennsylvania. Voting begins this week. The first ballots of the 2024 election will go out on Friday in North Carolina. And of course, you can look at the different voter guides that are available. All right. So I will leave it there, and let's take a listen to the 5 things that we should know on this Wednesday. I'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Hello from CNN, I'm Jo Beck with the 5 things you need to know for Wednesday, September 4th. A new CNN SSRS poll out this morning shows a mixed outlook across 6 key battlegrounds. We asked CNN's David Chalian to break down the findings.
Good morning, Joe. Harris with a slight lead outside the margin of error in Wisconsin and Michigan. Trump with a slight lead outside the margin of error in Arizona. Georgia, Nevada, Pennsylvania, all within the margin of error. No clear leader. What this tells us in the battle for 270, Georgia and Pennsylvania may prove determinative in this race.
Pennsylvania is the state with the largest electoral vote and is widely seen as up for grabs. Across each battleground state, an average of 15% of likely voters say they have not yet firmly made a choice, suggesting a sizable share of voters could shift their views in the final 9 weeks before Election Day. The House has subpoenaed Secretary of State Antony Blinken to discuss the US's withdrawal from Afghanistan at a hearing this month. Republican chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCaul, says Blinken has refused previous requests to appear in front of the panel. CNN has reached out to the State Department for comments. McCaul has repeatedly called for accountability from the Biden administration on how the withdrawal played out, slamming the White House for the Kabul airport bombing that killed 13 US service members in the final chaotic days. The committee is set to release a report on September 9th, laying out the findings of a 3-year investigation into the withdrawal. As Phoenix, Arizona saw its 100th consecutive day at 100 degrees or more, most of the West Coast is under a heat alert. Like many places across the Southwest, Phoenix experienced its hottest summer on record from June to August. And there's no sign of the streak ending anytime soon, as the heat is set to expand and get worse this week, with temperatures up to 110 expected. We asked CNN's Derek Van Dam for the forecast.
Yeah, Joe, and the heat is impacting very populated areas of the West Coast as well. Los Angeles included could hit 100 degrees by Friday. First time in over 2 years for them. Cooling centers will be open all week long. 60 million Americans under heat alerts stretching across the West Coast, and it impacts places like Portland, Oregon as well. 103 by Thursday. That's incredibly hot, around 20 degrees above average for this time of year.
An 11-year-old boy has admitted to shooting and killing a former interim mayor of a small Louisiana town and his adult daughter.
The juvenile gave us a story at first that just didn't add up. Investigators continued on with the interview and later on got a confession from this juvenile. What is the why behind it? We do not know that yet.
The police chief of Minden says the child was arrested this past weekend after admitting to killing 82-year-old Joe Cornelius Sr. and 31-year-old Keisha Miles. As the investigation continues, the chief says the deaths have hit the community hard.
Everybody knew Mr. Joe. That's what hurts the most, is when you know somebody that's been in the community that long, that's reached so many people.
The boy is described only as being a relative of the victims, and CNN is working to find out if he has legal representation, as well as if he'll be tried as an adult. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and is being held on a $500,000 bond. Coming up, Brazil's president has some harsh words for Elon Musk.
They say opposites attract. That's why the Sleep Number smart bed is the best bed for couples. You can each choose what's right for you whenever you like. You like a bed that feels firm but they want soft? Sleep Number does that. You want to sleep cooler while they like to feel warm? Sleep Number does that too. You have to feel it to believe it. Find the bed that's for both of you, only at a Sleep Number store. Sleep better together. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. And now, Sleep Number smart beds starting at $999. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Just days after Brazil suspended X, the country's president has taken swipes at the social media company's owner, Elon Musk. President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva told CNN Brazil the world doesn't have to put up with Musk's, quote, far-right anything-goes agenda just because he's rich. It's the latest in a long-running feud between the men over free speech, far-right accounts, and misinformation in the country. Brazil is an important market for X, which has struggled with the loss of advertisers since Musk took over Twitter and renamed it last year. But access was blocked after Brazil's Supreme Court ordered the suspension of X nationwide because Musk refused to name a legal representative in the country. Musk has repeatedly claimed the court's actions amount to censorship. That's all for now. Our next episode is at noon Eastern.
I don't need this no more. I don't need to stay, finna walk out that door. My mistake, giving you love galore. Hope you find someone that can really adore you. Don't worry, I ain't keeping grudges, cause I'm doing better, life cannot be more golden. But honestly, I roll lines. Sometimes I ask why I can't get you out my head. Now hard to forget that
I really need to cut you off. You're always trying to lead me on. You're making all these promises and you'd always quit. You're just another hypocrite. No, I'm can't she got no head. Now you thought that I would always stay, but you thought I'd be yours and she got my mind nobody. Someone tell me why. Can't really fall from you. I still think about you. Tell me everything like a murder. Doesn't mean all the things you said. Ignoring moved on. 관심 없어 어떻게 지나던. I already have a bunch of guys lined up. How'd you lose a baddie like me? You're lost, boy. I'm actually doing just fine. Even when you were not mine, but 가끔씩은 널 잊고 싶은데 그게 잘 안 돼. No, I really need to cut you off. You're always trying to lead me on. You're making all these promises and you'd always quit. You're just another hypocrite. No, I'm can't 시간 널 후회해. No, you thought that I would always stay, but you thought I'd be yours. 이 지금은 날 nobody.
someone tell me why.
Can't really fall from you. Still think about you. Tell me everything like a murder. Doesn't mean all the things you said. Someone tell me why. Can't really fall from you. Tell me why. Tell me why. Still think about you. Tell me everything like a murder. Doesn't mean all the things you said. Someone tell me why.
Tell me why. Tell me why didn't people believe some of the things that were being said back in 2021? Tell me why there is still more information coming out that would support that maybe there wasn't all the truth that came out. So I'm going to pick up this video is when HearHerTv was talking about Monique Tolbert, talking about Nosy Whole Live, talking about Tales, talking about Black Tea Blog, talking about other content creators, just, giving her opinion of what happened during that interview of Monique Tolbert when she got on that panel with Nosy Whole Life and So Debonair. I'm going to come out just for a moment because I really have it to say a big hello to all of you. Yeah, it's fall. It's a flashback. Okay? If this doesn't interest you, listen to something else. But we might just pick up another morsel or two. And All right, so Hear Her TV is getting a lot of "We miss you." Won't be silenced. Yeah. Rico, Baby Juju, our moderator, says, I remember a content creator said BTB's voice and someone else's sound the same, similar. Now, how do I get this? Wait a minute. I'm just going to turn this down. Here we go. Tell me why. Turn it down. Way down. Okay. At that time, I wasn't even paying attention to that part. I just didn't know. All right. Go ahead, hit the like. Let's get started. We got Mimi Twin, Vicky Black, Baby Juju, Kia Papaya, just to name a few. As I go along, I will shout out others. Taurus, there you go. All right, let's pick it up from here. This is kind of at the end when she was speaking with Hood Life. And then Hood Life wanted to drop down. She no longer wanted to talk about Monique Tolbert, anything related to her. She said she had had enough. Okay, but Hear Her TV wanted to talk a little bit more about it. Yeah. You can email me right now at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Let me go back. See if I can start it.
The issue that Charisma and the Rabbit / Danny, the issue that they're having is because Charisma wanted to interview the victim, and the Rabbit has an issue with her doing that. True or false in your opinion?
I don't know because I don't.
So
really
what
follow,
is? So what is the?
I don't
issue
follow
with,
Tails. I don't follow that drama with Tails and them. I don't follow it. I don't follow it because Tails said something about me, and
Chris,
I don't really follow her.
Good morning. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. It just don't make sense to me. It really don't. It's just, and it's actually just kind of really getting on my nerves. So I'm just over it. Been over it. It's like over, and it's like not being let go. And that's why I'm speaking about it right now, because it's like people are acting as if they're in contact with this lady. And if the lady's a victim, she's not speaking to any of us. Why would she? So the fact that the Rabbit is acting as if she's in communications with her, even more so make me not believe what she's saying.
She never said that she was.
I didn't say, she didn't say that she was, but obviously if she's doing these videos and saying how Angelica is her 5-year business partner who turned on her, she would have to be in communications with someone. She can't just make that up unless it's a lie, like I think. Right? I mean, where's these people come? How do you know these things? You did speak to Marcella. Marcella gave you the information. But the information that Marcella gave you, so the information that Marcella gave the Rabbit comes to this conclusion without speaking to anyone? Is that what we're supposed to think?
What you said? I'm sorry, my son just came in. I missed the last 1 minute.
If no one spoke to the alleged victim, the one victim that that person keeps coming up. Never mind all of the other victims.
So what else did you talk about on your show? Because I mean, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this, girl. What else you talked about?
What are we disagreeing about, though?
I mean, you got your views and I got mine.
Right. So I'm asking you, what are we?
Did you see
disagreeing
Sadie's video that she did this morning?
Huh?
Did you see Sadie Dash video?
Whose video?
Sadie Dash.
No.
I hadn't seen it either. I actually, when I saw you come on, I was just starting to get into it, but I hadn't seen it.
Oh, Ben said Tales from the Popo is Jeopardy. Benz, thank you. Thank you. That's why they're going after her. Thank you.
What it says, Tales from the Popo is what?
Is jeopardizing the sham bullshit investigation. That's why they're after Tales. The Rabbit / Danny don't have any beef with Tales. The beef with Tales is because they don't want Tales to communicate with the fake victim. Because that lady Monique Tober is working with Monica from All About the Trees, and so is the Rabbit. That's my point. That is exactly my point. The other day when I said on Sunny's channel that every time we say her name, if she's supposedly a victim, she's being victimized all over again. And that was 2 days ago. Do you not notice that since that video 2 days ago, that's when the Rabbit stopped calling her by her name? That's when she decided to start calling her whatever it is she said, the MT lady or whatever she's using now. If you're supposed to be all about the victim, you should have knew that and wasn't calling her out by her name. It shouldn't have had to take me to say that on Sunny's channel.
Well, you wasn't the only one that said it because I've said it several times.
I don't know who else said it, but what I do know is that's when she stopped.
And that's what's important.
Okay.
That she stopped.
Right. And the other day when I was on Sunny's channel, the Rabbit's assistant came in and gave her a $4.99 super chat and told Sunny to mute me. She does not want to hear me. Because why? She's affiliated with the Rabbit. Of course they don't want to hear what I'm saying because I'm probably uncovering what they're trying to keep hidden. Of course they don't want to hear me. That's why people are accusing me of being a troll. I'm not trolling. I just have my own opinion off of what I see. And if it don't make sense, it's not true.
But you have to understand.
What do I have to understand?
But everybody else have their opinion too. And you may not change it. But it's like when you ask,
I'm not trying to change
almost like you're like,
opinion.
Say it. That's how you be sounding. It's almost intimidating.
I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I'm simply asking a question and I'm basically listening for your explanation. You don't agree? That's fine.
Yeah, I think I've already said my stance. So it's like that's what I said. We gotta agree to disagree. What do we gotta agree to disagree about?
Well, you think that MT is you said you asking a question, right?
No, you asked me that. I said we're just gonna have to agree. Can we go on to something else? We just gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. And you say, what are we disagreeing about? Okay, that's like you're like egging it on. Like, okay, I'm saying my stance is we're gonna agree to disagree. Let's move on. You're like still trying to go back to it.
Because I don't understand why you're getting upset.
Because I'm ready to move on. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've already said what I had to say about it. You're not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to change your opinion. And I'm done with that subject.
Well, let me ask you a question before we move on. In your opinion, no, because I still don't understand what we're disagreeing about. So I'm asking you, and I'm just looking for a straight answer.
I believe she's a victim.
Okay, that's it. Right
I'm pro-victim.
Okay.
And I believe she's a victim. She didn't ask for it. Regardless if she affiliated or not, she's still a victim. And that's how I feel.
Well, if she's affiliated, how the hell would she be a victim?
I didn't say she was affiliated. You said she's affiliated.
No, you just said if she's affiliated.
I said
or
regardless. No, you're putting words in my mouth. I said
it.
regardless if she's affiliated or not, because that's what you said. She's still a victim. That's how I feel.
So
but I'm not going to argue with you and go back and forth with you about it. You have your opinion. I have mine. And
I'm not going to keep rolling back these footage, but because this is allowing me to do a little work in the background as well, listening and typing at the same time. But I wonder, what did she exactly say? Affiliated or not? McClurk says this must be how she thinks she helped hear her create her channel, as she loudly and repeatedly states every chance she has. How can she be a victim if she's affiliated? That was the question. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can just roll it back. Uh, 30. Go back about a minute and a half.
And I'm basically listening for your explanation. You don't agree? That's fine.
yeah, I think I've already said my stance. So it's like that's what I said. We got to agree to disagree. What do we got to agree to disagree about?
Well, you think that MT is? You said you asking a question, right?
No, you asked me that. I said we're just gonna have to agree. Can we go on to something else? We just gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. And you say, what are we disagreeing about? Okay, that's like you're like egging it on. Like, okay, I'm saying my stance is we're gonna agree to disagree. Let's move on. You're like still trying to go back to it
because I don't understand why you're getting upset.
Because I'm ready to move on. I don't want to talk about it even. I've already said what I had to say about it. You're not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to change your opinion. And I'm done with that subject.
Well, let me ask you a question before we move on. In your opinion, no, because I still don't understand what we're disagreeing about. So I'm asking you, and I'm just looking for a straight answer.
I believe she's a victim.
Okay, that's it. Right
I'm pro-victim.
Okay,
and I believe she's a victim. She didn't ask for it. Regardless if she's affiliated or not, she's still a victim. And that's how I feel.
Well, if she's affiliated, how the hell would she be a victim?
I didn't say she was affiliated. You said she's affiliated.
No, you just said if she's affiliated.
I said regardless. No, you're putting words in my mouth. I said regardless if she's affiliated or not, because that's what you said. She's still a victim. That's how I feel. So but I'm not going to argue with you and go back and forth with you.
All right, so she did say that regardless if she is affiliated or not, she's still a victim. Okay.
About it. You have your opinion, I have mine. And I want to move on to something else. You want me to drop back down in the chat, I will.
Okay. this whole fake ass story got everybody in their feelings.
I'm not in my feelings. I just choose to put my energy on certain things. I say what I have to say. I agree, and then I move on to the next.
But I still don't.
There's
get
a lot of
stance.
stuff going on in these YouTube.
Can I make a statement, please?
It's your show, per her. Go for it.
You said that regardless if she's affiliated or not, she's still a victim. Is that what you said?
I said that because you're saying that she's affiliated. I don't think she's affiliated at all. I don't.
Okay. But if she is affiliated, is she still a victim?
Even if she is, she's still a victim.
How?
Because the lady name shouldn't be drugged through these streets for 4 months.
If she's affiliated, that means she's volunteering to come forward.
It don't. You're assuming.
Oh my
Hear
God.
her. You're
not.
assuming.
I'm not. Listen, take that out of the picture. That's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is,
I didn't say what I had to say.
Because what you're saying doesn't make
any sense. I'm
sense.
just gonna drop back down in the chat because
Okay.
I don't want to talk about October no more.
Okay.
She's been victimized enough, and I'm not gonna keep doing it.
Okay. Well, I'm speaking about it. If the lady is Ben, if the MT lady is affiliated with Monica from All About the Tea, I would like to know how the hell would she be a victim? We don't know for sure if she's affiliated or not. I'm saying if she is, how would she still be considered a victim? That doesn't make any sense to me. If she's affiliated, that means she is in connection and working with. So how would she be considered a victim? That's just what Hood said. She said, regardless if she's affiliated or not, she's still a victim. If she's not affiliated, yes, I agree. She's a victim. If she is affiliated with them, she wouldn't be considered a victim. And that is the reason why no one is focusing on everybody else prior to Monique Tolbert. Everyone else prior to Monique Tolbert, in my opinion, is a real victim. But for some reason, Tolbert is the only one who is being labeled as a victim. And to me, that's just, I don't believe it. That's why I believe that it's not real. I don't believe that. I could be wrong. Just like we all could be wrong. She might not be a victim. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. People's gonna believe what they want to believe. It just don't make any sense. Where's all of this information coming from? Angelica supposedly turned on MT, who's her 5-year business partner, and allegedly Nosy paid Angelica off. Where's the proof of that? We have no proof of that. Only thing that we know is the Rabbit said. That's it. Rabbit's the same person who had this victim on her channel a day or two after she was on Nosy's. Rabbit is also the same one who teamed up with John Yates out of nowhere. Rabbit's the same one who ended up on All About the Tea's panel out of nowhere. Okay, so don't just tell me that I can't be convinced that it's a coincidence that Rabbit keeps being the one that's involved in all of this. Even if she is playing the Good Samaritan, why is she on John Yates' channel? Why would she be affiliated with Monica from All About the Tea? Is that a coincidence? It just don't make sense to me. And if it don't make sense, it's not true. So, I mean, none of it makes sense. I remember over a month ago, Andrea from Sherelle's World, was on someone's page, and she said that John Yates is going to come out and say that he has cancer for a money scheme. That's what I heard with my own 2 ears, and I read it in the chat of that live. And then what happened a couple weeks later? Exactly what she said came to be true. So it made me wonder, was it really true? Why would that lady who came on that panel say that? If she's really supposed to be a co-worker of Sherelle's World. And that leads me to think, is Sherelle's World down with the shit? Because we know that Sherelle's World is involved. When everyone was saying Marcella is the one who told Nosy Monique Tolbert's name, I thought that that was a lie. And people was jumping down my neck saying I'm a troll. So now that it's coming out that Sherelle's World did lie and say that, now what? Come on now. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but like people's really getting emotional about it, and it's just too much. It's too much. The rabbit's doing a good investigation / Danny and coming forward to prove that Nosy Ho is a fraud. But because she's proven Nosy Ho to be a fraud, she's trying to basically say that everything that Nosy uncovered was a fraud, in my opinion, and I don't believe that. I just don't. Oh, Hood said that I have a strong opinion, and if people don't agree with me, I shouldn't get mad and try to beat them with submission. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, if you believe what you want to believe, that's fine. I've been saying that from yesterday. People have a right to believe what they want. And then when I ask you a specific question, you were getting upset and saying that she's basically a victim, whether she's affiliated or not. That was what my point was. And I was asking, how is she a victim if she is affiliated? If she's affiliated, she definitely is not a victim. That's a sham that the rabbit is helping Monica uncover. I do believe that when Nosy posted that picture of Kenya Gibson's driveway, aka Monica, I honestly believe that that was her driveway. That part, I feel that Nosy got it right there. You said not the investigation. Wait, you said affiliated with All About the Tea. Who? Oh, you're talking about Monique? Listen, in my opinion, Sherelle's World is with it. Unwind with Tasha K is with it. Andrea's with it. That's why she came on the panel and tried to and said that John Yates is gonna come out and say that he has cancer. Okay, Sanitra's a part of Sherelle's World. Nosy and So Debonair, they're affiliated. I do believe that So Debonair and I kind of have the same feeling towards Monique. And that's why he's not apologizing to Monique. Or he gave a half-ass apology or whatever people saying, because I didn't hear him say anything apologetic about any situation. Marcella said her piece after the fact that Nosy is off of YouTube. No one really said anything. No one had anything to say when Nosy Ho was here. So you said that you don't believe that she's affiliated with the All About the Tea or investigation. Okay. So I would like to know, where is the rabbit getting this information from? Allegedly, Monique, the victim, is supposed to be giving it to her, right? And that makes sense to you? That really makes sense to people, that Monique Tolbert is giving the rabbit this information? Okay. If you were the victim, would you be talking to anybody on YouTube about it? Please. And if it is in legal or whatever, a legal situation, the person who's supposed to know would be Nosy. Nosy would be the one to know if it's legal, if it's in a legal situation with an attorney, because she's the one who basically victimized the person. You said DM the rabbit. I'm not DMing anybody. For what? What I need to speak to her for? I don't have a leg in the race. Clearly the rabbit do. Why? Why does she really care? Because she's a victim advocate? You're a victim advocate, but yet you're victimizing other people. You're bullying other people under Danny Roberts. Nah, that don't make sense. People were saying that Danny is a relative of Monique's. Well, that's proven to me not to be true, because if she was, that Danny wouldn't have been going about, why do I care? Because I don't like when people try to pull wool over my eyes. And the rabbit's assistant tagged my name and said that I called ICE on the rabbit, which is definitely bullshit. That's why I care. I care because the rabbit assistant 2 days ago put a $4.99 super chat to Sunny and said that she don't want to hear what I have to say. And I was told to go on my own page, and that's why I'm here. That's why I care. Because I feel like I'm trying, I feel like you're trying to play me. I'm not convinced. I ask myself, why do everybody else care? Why do everyone else think that this lady is a victim? Why is everybody else monetizing off of this lady's name? Why is Sunny crying and monetizing off of this lady's name? Please. When did it happen about ICE? I don't know, like a month ago when Nosy was saying she was calling ICE on her. So for them to come out and say, for the assistant to say I called ICE, what the hell are you talking about? That's why, and that was in Rabbit's chat. And that's when I was like, is this shit crazy or what? And it pissed me off because I don't have shit to do with Nosy. So for her to say that made me look at her different. Like, this really is bullshit now. Because why would she say that to me? Come on now. They have their little minions in the chat. If you go on anyone's page and have your opinion and it's not in favor of the rabbit or Danny, the same 6 people be having something to say. Like, who the fuck is she? Please. Like she's the principal of the fucking school of YouTube. Yo, go ahead with that. Like I said, I see what everyone else is not seeing, and it don't make sense to me. When she was doing her interview, she said, what did she say? She said that she have the DMs from Angelica. Now she shows us everything else. Definitions of words that I would assume everybody should know what it means. Why didn't you show the DM? She said, I have the DMs of me and Angelica going back and forth. If you want to see it. Why are you saying if we want to see it? You showing us everything else? Show it. I don't want to see it now, but you should have showed it then when you was displaying everything else about what happened with the information that Marcella gave you. You claiming that Nosy paid this lady off. How do you know? That's what I want to know. How do you know these things? So on the low, Monique, the victim, is confiding in you and feeding you all of this information. And that's what we're supposed to believe. That don't make sense. That's why I think all of it is fake. Nosy was on Monica's ass when she pulled up and whoever took that picture of the driveway. And I remember when it happened, Monica did not go on All About the Tea for like a week or so. And I was like, wow, that must really be, she, you know, she was on to her. Now, if you want to go about Lenny, her brother, or whoever that was, I don't believe that. I think that was fake. That I believe could have been fake. But for some reason, I feel that that was her driveway. That's why no one talked about it. That's why finally the other day it came out on the Rabbit's channel, because she wants to expose who took the picture of the driveway. And I know Rabbit knows who. I definitely know she knows who took that picture. And that's what she's holding on to and dangling. The person who did it knows that Rabbit knows now by stuff that she said on that channel the day before yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I know, in my opinion, I have a thought, but I'm going to just hold it because I like the person. So I'm going to just leave that right there. But I know Rabbit knows. I'm not saying that she's not a good investigator at all. That's definitely not what I'm saying. What I am saying is because she's a good investigator, people's believing her 100%. And she is lying about that part, in my opinion. She's trying to make us believe and discredit Nosy 100%. That's why they're providing all of these videos about Nosy, which is fine, but it ain't all a lie, in my opinion. It's like nothing, none of us have anything to gain or lose. But if this is for entertainment purposes, everybody should have their opinion about it. Just like when we watch Power, or when I watch Power and I speak to my friends about it, we all have a different opinion sometimes. Who did what? If this is going to happen next. Same thing. It's for entertainment purposes. But the thing is with this is real for some people. Because Monica was doxxed. And now Monica have her minions doxing other people. So this is real life. You said just say I didn't call ICE on Rabbit and let it go. Nah, how you gonna let go of something like that? The assistant's just gonna come out and say I called ICE on the Rabbit, and I to just like let it go like no big deal. Where would she get that from? That makes no sense. Of all people, you're gonna say I called them. I wasn't even doing YouTube. That just lets me feel like what I'm saying is exactly right. Because why are you gonna point me out? What the hell do I have to do with anything that's going on? That's what I'm saying. Why are you putting a super chat up to Sunny while I'm on the stage on the panel talking about mute me, and you don't want to hear what I have to say? If anything, as the Rabbit assistant, you should be laughing like, what is she talking about? Not mute me. Mute me? Why? Because I'm onto your ass. I'm not stupid. I see what I see. If it don't make sense, it just don't. It's not true if it don't make sense to me.
Baby Juju says, I would love to see the chat. You would love to see the chat? Maybe I could put, Okay, let me just put it up. Let me just put up the video so we can see some of it. Let's remove the banner from the bottom. I'll go back a couple of minutes.
Is lying about that part, in my opinion. She's trying to make us believe and discredit Nosy 100%. That's why they're providing all of these videos about Nosy, which is fine, but it ain't all a lie, in my opinion. It's like nothing, none of us have anything to gain or lose. But if this is for entertainment purposes, everybody should have their opinion about it. Just like when we watch Power, or when I watch Power and I speak to my friends about it, we all have a different opinion sometimes. Who did what? If this is going to happen next. Same thing. It's for entertainment purposes. But the thing is with this is real for some people. Because Monica was doxxed. And now Monica have her minions doxing other people. So this is real life. You said, just say I didn't call ICE on Rabbit and let it go. Nah, how you gonna let go of something like that? The assistant's just gonna come out and say, I called ICE on the Rabbit, and I to just like let it go like no big deal. Where would she get that from? That makes no sense. Of all people, you're gonna say I called them. I wasn't even doing YouTube. That just lets me feel like what I'm saying is exactly right. Because why are you gonna point me out? What the hell do I have to do with anything that's going on? That's what I'm saying. Why are you putting a super chat up to Sunny while I'm on the panel talking about mutiny, and you don't want to hear what I have to say? If anything, as the Rabbit assistant, you should be laughing like, what is she talking about? Not mute me. Mute me? Why? Because I'm onto your ass. I'm not stupid. I see what I see. If it don't make sense, it just don't. It's not true if it don't make sense to me. Hi, Adam. How are you? Have you been following this crazy story for the past couple of months? It's just too much. And Monica is pulling all of the strings. How did Monica was supposed to do an interview with Toxic Diamond, and people was waiting for Toxic Diamond to go live with Monica from All About the Tea. And what happened? She postponed it till the next day. The next day came. What happened? She decided she didn't want to do it with her. And then what happened? Unwind with Tasha K went on her backup channel and made a statement and said how she would let everybody go. That's what she said. And then who came on the panel? Wiley, who's affiliated with Tasha. Nosy and Tasha been having some type of issue. And now all of these people are getting doxxed. No one's mentioning the victims prior to Tolbert, though. That's not a coincidence. You're doing good. That's good. Hi, Lynette. You said question, did Nosy and Tails place a $500 bounty on Rabbit? You know what? I don't know, because I could tell you what I think about that. First off, I think that Tails is the one who put, and I won't say bounty because it didn't say, I mean, bounty to me, I don't know. I didn't see the word bounty, but a reward information. Bounty to me don't mean information. It means, worse than that. When I saw that on Tails platform, from like not even be fun. I knew it was false. I don't think that Tails had $500 to pay anyone. So I never believed that. I thought it was a joke, not a joke, a joke as in a lie. I don't think that her and Tails are friends and working together. I think that Nosy been that up on her panel just to be fun towards Tails, because she does not like her. I think that Charisma would work with Nosy, but I don't believe Nosy would work with Charisma. Yeah. I mean, we don't know, but that's just my thought. I don't think she's working with her at all. I don't even know why. Yeah, Charisma don't have $500 just to give somebody for information. And why? What does she need information about the rabbit for? What are you gonna do with it? What is Tails really gonna do with that information? That's just bull crap. Tails don't have no hitters. Like, come on, please. It's just everybody's trying to make money, but for some people it's personal. Like for Monica, I don't think that's about money for her. It's just a personal, all stemming from Ples leaving. And I understand the thing that I feel was wrong was when Monica said that Ples was leaving to handle mental issues. That was wrong, because that wasn't true. But Monica, in my opinion, said that because she was upset that Ples was leaving, and Ples was a favorite of majority of the people. That's why Monica was deleting comments, because people was always praising Ples. I remember she used to ask Ples about her lipstick every day, and then she stopped. Like, Monica was jealous. And if I were Monica, when Ples said that she was leaving, and she said that she would, only commit to one day. Is Boo Child here? Oh, Boo Child, hey, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, when Ples said that she was leaving and she would only be able to do it on Fridays. If I was Monica, I would have took her up on that in a heartbeat, because Ples was bringing in, for me, to be honest, I was tuned in every day at that time because it was just interesting. I thought all of them worked together. I loved Ples being on there giving, legal, her legal opinion about certain things. It was just a good combination with everyone. I loved when So Debonair would come on the panel, and had his input. It was just for me, it was just, I liked it. And because Monica was being cheap, she lost a lot more, because she lost over 2,000 subscribers and tons of money, because she was getting mad super chats every single day. She could have paid all of the people like she was paying them with 1 day of super chat, never mind whatever she was getting from YouTube. But because people was greedy and selfish, she lost in the long run. And that's just my opinion. I would have definitely, you come on now, you telling me that Ples wasn't worth $300 a month? $75 a week. She wasn't worth that? And then you had her on there 5-6 days a week. She wasn't worth that? $10 a show? Really? That's what your cheap ass get. And I don't think, or at least for no time soon, she's never gonna get back to that status. You not only did you lose Ples, but you lost a lot of other panel members. And people don't, you know, that just don't happen. You don't get that easily. She had Schoolboy, you know, which is a female, you know, a lesbian. She had the Bishop, like the whole combination was good. Everybody brought something different. That shit was more entertaining to me than The View. For real. I literally, man, on Fridays, I used to, Friday night show was the best. I used to order pizza on Fridays earlier just to come home and have my, you know, kids' stuff ready so I could be sitting down ready. Like it was something that was coming on TV, like it was one of my favorite shows coming on TV. Thoroughly entertained. It was to a point where my kids would be like, oh boy, mom's watching All About the Tea. That's what it was. And she fucked that up, being cheap. Amuse said you don't believe any of them. I know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. No, I'm not getting caught up in their you know, but it's just like, you know, when you watch videos and then people saying shit that just don't sound right, it's just like, wow, really? But I don't have a leg in the race. I really don't care, but I do watch, and everything I watch, whether on cable TV, regular TV, the news, you know, the president's debate, all of that, anything I watch and take in, I always have some type of thought about it. And that's, you know, just what it is. I don't have no ill feelings towards anybody at all. I just don't like people trying to pull wool over my eyes and try to make me believe. And don't at me. That's what I don't like. Don't at me and say bullshit. Talking about I poured ice on somebody. Girl, bye. You said a lot of deep feelings become tangled. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, this is YouTube, you know? People make friends, and obviously people make enemies. But for me, it's people cancel me. Exactly. And people did that because they liked Ples. So she was a fool. I would have paid that woman $350 or $300 or whatever it was a month. Please. Marcella basically was paying that for her with the super chats she was dropping. Like, that was dumb. I bet you she regret doing what she did. She definitely have to. She knows she had it going on. Hi, Marcella Bishop. What color lipstick are you wearing today? Yeah, the show was popping. It really was. You said they all wrong. Monica, Nosy, Rabbit, and Danny. You're correct. You are correct. Nosy's definitely wrong for calling and harassing all of those people. It wasn't her place. It's none of her business or no one else's who Monica is. It was just ridiculous. And it's supposedly stemming from Monica was talking about Jen and Nosy sent her a super chat. Now, this is the thing. Nosy sent Monica a super chat and was saying that she got the information wrong with what she's saying about Jen. Nosy said that Monica ignored her super chat.
You see how she's tying in Monica and Nosy Whole Life and Jennifer Huff in this story from the beginning? That Nosy Whole Life sent her a super chat because allegedly what Monica was saying about Jennifer or about that story, it was wrong. So Nosy Whole Life wanted to come up and make a correction. She got ignored, and that was that.
And Nosy, can we all just get along? And I know, right? And Nosy was upset about it, as if it was her place. Like she wants to take ownership over, you know. That's where the beef to me seemed like it came from. That's supposedly her excuse as to why she went on to do what she did, which was ridiculous. It was all for money, clicks and views. And it worked. It worked. You know the thing with Nosy, like I was saying last night, I would, if I was her, I know she have to feel some type of way. I'd be pissed. Because look at the enemies that she made. I know Monica tried everything she possibly could have did to get Nosy off of YouTube. I'm assuming. The other people that she had on there, I'm pretty sure they didn't like her. They were trying to report her and whatever, get her off. And nothing no one did worked. And it's so fucked up that Nosy got booted off of YouTube. And it seemed like it's all because of a lie. That lady Angelica, who came with the story about the costume, if that lady was lying, like I think she is or was, that means Nosy lost her channel for no reason, which is hilarious to me because nobody that you really did something to could get you away, could get you out of there. And the Angelica fraud chick got another fraud chick banned. I just find that funny as hell. That's why I would be mad if I was Nosy. I would be pissed off. I lost my 35,000 subscribers and my cult gang over a fraud lady who lied, who tried to get money. And at the very point where I thought that lady was lying was when she came out of jail and Nosy said to her, she said to Nosy that the police, beat her or whatever, and she had a black eye. And Nosy said to her, this is how I know Nosy believed her. Nosy said to her, send us a picture of your eye. And the lady was like, all right. But I just, I want to go home and take a shower. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, girl, you trying to make us think that the police are, is harassing you and trying to keep you silent. And you worried about going home to take a picture when you could just take a quick screenshot of your eye. And do you know how much money that Nosy's people would have sent her? Because they was ready to send her money. They definitely was. At that moment, I think that's when Nosy said, this lady's full of shit. At least that's when I thought she was. At that moment. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. And she got her karma. Now she have, Angelica was arrested. Yeah. And it's so unfortunate. Like she really made this story up for money. When you look at the videos, she never showed the face of the people It was always she was walking behind them. She never showed how she was in the parking lot trying to get their license plate. She never showed the blood going down the girl's legs. All she said was, look at what she had on. I didn't see nothing wrong with what she had on, really. She did look out of place. Obviously, she's with a white family and she's, black. And she's a teenager. But I also believed what she was saying until shit just started sounding foolish when she went and showed her face. I don't know. People do all type of things for money. Yeah, it was. It was. But if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose because of something true. I want to, I could accept that better. If I was nosy and I'm doing all of this bullshit to people, I would accept it so much better if somebody that I was messing with got rid of me instead of somebody that was lying that I was trying to help. That would piss me off. But that's how God works. The way she got booted out of here have to hurt way worse. If it would have been Monica or someone else, me personally, I would have accepted it way better. My loss, because I know I did something to these people. But yeah, and now she have 10%, not even 10%, but almost 10% of her following on her new platform. And people really was like loving her. For real. I'm just like, wow. When she lost the first channel, tons of people were super chatting. Would you guys come in and hit the subscribe button and the like? I would appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I was thinking about? I wanted to do a giveaway, but I wanted to figure out how should I do it. I wanted to basically try to get 1,000 subscribers, and once I reached my goal, I was gonna give away a couple of items that, I already have the items actually, but I was wondering how should I do it? What should I like? I don't even know how to go about the giveaway. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber. I don't know really what else should I ask people to do. How to raffle it off. Like, that's what I need help with. If anyone have any suggestions, I would appreciate it. Because my goal is to really get 1,000 subscribers and get monetized. So I have the items and I guess what would I have to do? Like take a picture, or I don't know. I guess I'll have to speak to someone about it, or if someone could just basically give their advice. But in my channel, I just wanted to do what I love to do, what I do on a regular basis. I've always been into celebrity gossip. I used to watch Wendy Williams faithfully. I'm an ID fanatic. I love true crime. I love fashion. I love to shop. So I kind of like wanted to do a lot, but I don't really think that I can do all of that on one channel. So I was just like, damn, I don't know. But obviously it's my channel. If I want to, do an outfit of the day or go shopping, I should be able to do that. But I know people do recommend that you have a focus. So I don't know. But for right now, I don't have an exact plan. But I'm definitely always going to talk about my celebrity gossip and my investigation from the true crime. Like, for instance, the OJ Simpson case. and the Betty Broderick case, the Menendez brothers. Like, I always watch and read things about that. I'm very, very much interested in those type of true crimes. I will save you the headache and just give it to me. The headache? That. Lynette, he's taking your headache. That's nice of him. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just so much more to talk about. But I just and I was gonna name my ID investigation. Well, I'm not investigating. When I say ID investigation, I'm talking about like who really killed Nicole and Ron Goldman. That's what I'm referring to as investigation. Like your opinion about who did what. Not no nosy hoe avatar or any type of investigation like that. That's none of my business. I don't give a damn about that type of stuff or people on YouTube's business or where they live or whatever they do. That's none of mine. But yeah, Wendy Williams, her show, I'm gonna really miss it. And it's like the past year, it just wasn't the same. Anyway, I don't know who could ever replace her. They're supposed to be getting Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is a cornball to me. Oh, yeah, girl, you don't even get me started on Dirty John. Okay, let me tell you. Did you watch it yet, or did you watch Betty Broderick? No. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna sign up for this. You're in Discord. You have a Discord, right? Because you're on Official King's page sometime. I think I saw you there. I think you watched the Betty Broderick show, the movie, right? The one that he had on his Discord channel that came on Lifetime with that crazy lady Meredith. That was you. Did you watch that, Lynette? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, you're not on Discord. Okay. Well, I would like, I'm gonna sign up for Discord and we could watch it. I'm telling you, that movie, girl, that movie, like I always say, I hate to say it's good because it's like the stuff that happened is true, and it is, I'll just say it is interesting. When I tell you I watched that movie, I swear, well over 20 times. I watch it a lot. It's that interesting. And every time I watch it, I get something different out of it. And I'm like, oh, and you know, the thing about it, I don't know whose side to be on. That's how, like, I think that I don't even want to say it and give it away, but that lady Betty is bugged out. Do anyone ever watch this lady called Lives Life? She's in the mommy sector. Because I was saying last night, that lady, she could be a Betty Broderick. She better be careful or her ass be locked up just like her. Because the way she carrying on is crazy. That lady lives, she make up all of these lies and talk about how she's pregnant. And that lady is such a pathological liar. She wants us to think that her boyfriend is a cop. And yo, I think that lady got Toxic Diamond beat. Real talk. I really think she got toxic, delusional ass beat. And that's hard to beat. For real. I was watching Unwind with Teddy. And they were showing some clip or like a movie last night. Oh, actually today is part 2 of Toxic Diamond. Yo, Toxic was screaming and yelling, and I didn't say that, and carrying on. Did anyone watch Unwind with Teddy yesterday? And she swore up and down she didn't have a gun, and she swore up and down that her kids wasn't there, only to be lying. And the way he was screaming in the camera, she was looking crazy. Somebody was so angry and lying at the same time is insane. Like, people really be bugging. I think the lady Liv could possibly be, doing it for entertainment because she does not have any other content. But I don't understand why Toxic Diamond do it. I think Toxic Diamond truly believes her lies. Yeah, Unwind with Teddy. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. When Unwind with Teddy came out, I put in the comment of her video, I put Monica, and her response was, "What's up?" That's what her response was. I was shocked. I said, "Monica," she said, "What's up?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all affiliated. Unwind with Teddy, Rabbit, Black Tea Blog, all of them. They're all affiliated. But I'll just say this. Some are more incognito and smarter than the others because some people won't come forward, but you know that they're together. If you paid attention from the beginning, you would see that. Mm-hmm. I think it's funny to me. Okay, when you watch Rabbit's video in the beginning when the rabbit's twerking, I could swear that's Nosy Ho's voice going. That's Nosy, and the rabbit's twerking to it. If that ain't trolling, what the hell is it? From the very beginning, she was after her ass. Why? Mm-hmm. Just a thought. One thing, her intro and outro was the best I heard yet. It always make you, especially in the end, after she do all her messy bullshit. Where that messy reside? Where that messy reside? I swear my kids used to look because I used to dance like, hey, even though I couldn't stand her. Her music selection was pretty good. You have a question, Mark? You said no, it's not, but close. Yeah, the rabbit did say she used to troll, but what does she mean by that? She used to troll. What does she mean by that? That's what I don't understand. What do you mean when someone is trolling? Exactly what are they supposedly doing? Harassing people? Because I was accused of being a troll, and I don't understand. I don't harass anyone. I just have my opinion like everybody else. So I don't understand what is trolling. Mm-hmm. So Hood, you say that that's not Nosy? I swear it is. Go listen to it. And that's exactly how Nosy sound when she do it. Do anyone know who Perez Hilton is and who he's affiliated with? Like what network? It says a troll is internet slang for a person who intentionally tries to instigate conflict. I'm not instigating any conflict, so why the hell am I a troll? Hostility or arguments in an online social community. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not a troll. And I said, you know what? I will not be on anybody's page and making my 2 cents comments. I'm straight. Because I can't deal with people, you know, feeling like you have to agree with what they agree with. Like some people, honestly, I truly would usually watch them and have a good time. But like once you say something that they don't like, it's just a problem. And I'm like, how so? How, like, you can't even ask a damn question. People get upset. But if you praising them, it's all good. Praise me. Yay. That's the definition. I'm not calling you a troll. Thanks. But somebody said last week how I made a video and I'm a troll. I created a video basically insinuating that the person who created a video today, meaning last week, is a troll. And that was me who made a video, the first video. So I was like, word, people think I'm a troll. Okay. It's whatever. What you gonna say now when I'm not in your comments trolling and saying my 2 cents? Then what? Now I'm on my own page. Just like Valerie told me to do. Go on your own page with that. Matter of fact, that is exactly what she said. I was gonna play it, but I'm pretty sure y'all heard it. Y'all heard her on Sherelle's World. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the rabbit is saying that she used to instigate and cause conflict and arguments on people's page. Really? She don't even seem like she's about that. That just goes to show you looks and things like that. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's why think for yourself. Just because she act innocent, look how innocent she act when Charisma put out that post. I'm not gonna say bounty because in my opinion that's not a bounty. A bounty is when you looking for a hitter to handle handle business. That's a bounty to me. When somebody put a bounty on your head. She was looking for information because she said that when she struck her channel, she put in false information. I don't know what she wanted to know her true information for, but I don't know. Hey, brown skin lady. Brown skin girl. How you doing? You said they probably trying to label you to put listen, I was gonna say girl, but I don't know if you're a girl or not. But yes, that's exactly what. Let me tell you something. That's exactly what I feel like when the rabbit's assistant at me and said that. That's exactly why I feel that way. And from she did that, and it pissed me off. It made me look at everything different. Okay, I swear, Sherelle's World is down with the bullshit. That's why she sent Andrea to tell us that bullshit about John. That's exactly that was the plan. And she's the same one who outed John with that crap and showed receipts of him faking that he had cancer. And what was the reason of them falling out anyway in the first place? That was just weird, the way that they staged that conflict that they were supposed to have. And everybody, including myself, was saying how Sherelle's World better never give him a chance. And let me see, he said ninjas shucking and jiving, but not X. Listen, okay. If you would have heard, were you on Sunny's page the other night when she started getting all upset and acting like she wanted? Listen, she was pissed, carrying on. I think she had too many mimosas, trust me. Because I was like, yo, this lady is fucking. Talking about, somebody said the rabbit shouldn't have went on her page. And she went where she was supposed to go. She went where she was supposed to go. She handled it well. I didn't see any of y'all reaching out. That's how she was going on. You said, I can't listen to John Yates. Exactly. He's a liar. He's a liar. Remember, Sherelle's World was there for him when nobody else was. Monica was nowhere to be found. And you mean to tell me John, we're supposed to believe that John dissed his friend Sherelle and Perry to be with Monica? You said John and Rabbit got people looking crazy. Okay. Hello. Exactly. And they was in Charisma's super chat like a week and a half ago. He was throwing super chats up at Charisma, and Charisma was, hi, John. Hi, all about the tea. And then what happened? The Rabbit, aka Danny, went and made a video about her. Oh my God. And nobody sees that shit. Nobody thinks that they're the same person. And even if they're not the same person, man, I don't know. They're the same person. Fuck that to me. They're never in the same chat together. Never see that. You never see that. But I do see Rabbit on live and the assistant, but I never see Danny while the Rabbit is live. But now we probably gonna see it soon because I said it. You said, I think John was always with Monica. Right, but it wasn't visible to us. They didn't show it. They didn't show it. I remember at one point something had happened between them because that's what Sherelle was saying. And it just was weird how he turned his back on her. It was just weird. I don't know. I don't even believe that they're enemies. I really don't. For Sherelle's World to go on, let me tell you something. I'm just thinking this right now. Listen to this. Just think about this. I'm not saying that I'm right, but this scenario, this picture that I'm painting right now, I would like the 11 people that's here right now to just let me know if what I'm saying makes sense or not. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Sherelle's World and Monica from All About the Tea are working together. They're not really enemies, right? And the name Monique Tolbert was made up by one of the two, Sherelle or Monica. So Sherelle's World befriended Nosy and went on her page and told her that she's on point with what she's saying about the name Monique Tolbert. The Rabbit job is to be a good investigator and prove Nosy Ho, who gained 12,000 subscribers extra since she's been doing All About the Tea, and she gained a lot of money monthly and in super chats daily. So now the whole thing in my mind is they want to take down Nosy because Nosy's taking food out of not Sherelle's mouth, out of Monica's mouth. And remember remember Nosy said that Sherelle, I keep saying the name. Remember she said that Monica was into some other stuff. So basically Monica's supposed to be a moneymaker outside of YouTube. So if Sherelle's World and her are friends working together, and Sherelle have 300,000 subscribers, she's considered a bigger YouTuber. For Sherelle to be involved, if she is, okay, I know she's involved some way. Whether she's involved with Monica, I definitely know she was lying and involved with Nosy. I said from the jump that Sherelle was the one who told Nosy that it was Monique Tolbert. I never believed Marcella said that. When she said, you know how I know? And she was like, Marcella, I knew she was lying. Okay, so we know Sherelle is dirty, but I don't know how dirty she is, as if it goes as far as her, you know, getting down with Sherelle's World. I mean, with Monica. But anyway, now Sherelle is friends with Andrea, who's friends with Sinitra, who's friends with Nosy, who's friends with So Debonair. So Debonair's friends with Sonny. That's facts. We see that. All of those people, well, not all of those people, but all of those people are against, basically, supposedly against Monica. Okay, we know that Monica is working with the Rabbit. Rabbit's working with John Yates. Rabbit's also working with Marcella now, right? Those are the things that we know. We know that Tasha K is friends with Monica. We know that Tasha K is friends with Wiley. So they are all on the same team. Andrea said that John Yates was going to come out with a cancer story. That came to be true because Sherelle's World shows receipts from John when he said that he had cancer, and it came to not be true. So Andrea said that, who's a worker of Sherelle's World. Why would she say that? When she's saying that, it makes it look like John is a fraud, in my opinion. I don't watch John, but it looked like John is a liar. So if he's a liar about having a deadly disease, he'll lie about anything, because I don't know people that lie sickness on themselves. So if he's a known liar, that means he would lie and pretend that he's beefing with Sherelle, in my opinion. How the Rabbit just came on the scene, and she, of all people to link up with, you linked up with John Yates, and you was being mentored by the Plainest Jane. So you go from being linked with the Plainest Jane to being on John Yates' channel, to after that being on All About the Tea's channel, who's beefing with Nosy. And remember when the Rabbit came on the scene, she went after Nosy. Charisma had nothing to do with none of this. The only thing with Charisma had an issue with Nosy, because Nosy was using her video and playing it on her channel, and she acted as if she didn't know Charisma's name. So Charisma was upset about that because she used her video and she didn't credit her and act like she didn't know who she was. And I think that Nosy did that because Nosy was upset with, see, it goes back before that. Because remember when Jaguar Wright was out, Jaguar was supposed to go on Charisma's channel. Charisma was on Jaguar's side. And I was saying to myself, damn, Charisma's going hard for Jaguar. And then all of a sudden, I'll never forget, it was a Sunday. Charisma had a live schedule for 5 o'clock. And Jaguar didn't go on her show, and Charisma was like upset about it, and she turned and she went on Nosy's channel. So that's where their beef came from. Not only did she take her, Nosy took Charisma's video, but she also took the, Jaguar right from her, because Jaguar right said to Charisma, she have to ask Nosy if it's okay. So that lets us know that Nosy told her she's not working with her, and we know that's how Nosy is. And Nosy, Jaguar decided to work with Nosy. So that caused tension between Nosy and Charisma, those two issues. And both issues Nosy stole from Charisma. So that right there, I know, in my opinion, they would never work together. I don't feel that at all. You said rabbit is born as fuck. People act, yo, but let me tell you something. When I'm not gonna say rabbits, but when Danny's video go on and they be like, Danny the GOAT, I laugh because I said to myself, yo, I bet you the rabbit is just sitting back taking it all in, because I think that's the rabbit for me. They if it's not her, they are side by side working, and I don't care. I think it's her. But anyway, it's just funny. And she sit back and she watched that, and you notice how she always go, I'm the nice one. Danny, boy, she's vicious. Yeah, we know you know. We know. Well, I know. Shit, and a couple other people know, but a lot of people is fooled. For real. A lot of people's fooled. Y'all just think, when Nosy said, stay out of black people's business, I was like, she sounds stupid. Anybody could be in anybody's business. It does not have anything to do with color. Like, you could go to anybody. The girl who I watch Live Life, she's a white lady. I'm black. Like that. You could talk about anybody who you want to think. I don't like how Nosy be saying all of that. I'm a black woman. I'm a dark skin. Like, she's full of shit. Something's wrong with her. But anyway, the rabbit could investigate and do whatever she want to do. It has nothing to do with race. But I do find it, a little suspect that she landed here out of the blue and came straight for Nosy. That's the problem. What made her do that? What did Nosy specifically do to her? And the way that she come off as, she's, a nice, cool, innocent person, and she just investigates well. That's what she's portraying to be. So if that's the case, why are you coming after this girl like that? Please, I don't believe it. I just don't. Oh, you said you agree, stay out of black people's business? You said TPJ, the plainest Jane, was on Tales from the Colts panel. Yes, she was. She was a long while ago. Yup, I remember. I do. The thing is, they were all friends. I really don't know what happened, because I used to watch Tales from the Cult, and I remember, the plainest Jane being there, Cups of Conversations was there. Like, at one point, I think around her birthday was in February. Her channel was, popping. It was a lot of people on there. It was a good time, and it was late night. So I don't know what happened. Tales from the Cult called out plainest Jane. Right, I heard about that, but I never knew. I never understood what that was about. That's what I didn't get. What was Tales really calling her out about, saying that the story was a lie? The story about Collier or whatever her name is, that was a fake story? Because I thought that was a situation. I thought it was a real story, but the lady Collier or whatever her name was lying. They probably looking for new recruits. Who? I'm trying to figure out who's looking for new recruits. You got my mind going. Like, who's thinking? The plainest Jane get mad as hell when people call out her ridiculous stories. She guns for them. Sales isn't the only creator she done that to. But you see how we don't hear from her. She's, in the back. So obviously, the rabbit is supposed to be like trying to go after these people. And the rabbit's using Danny as the gangster, basically, to talk all the shit that she don't want to talk because she don't want beef on these streets out here. That's what it looked like to me. I agree with you. I agree. That's why I said all who look innocent ain't. And Black Tea Blog the other day, she came out on the Rabbit's channel being a moderator. I never saw her mod on there, and it just looked like she's basically trying to say something without saying anything because she came out on the Jen story. And you know what? I don't even want to go there with that Jen story because that shit's just gonna piss me off. But whatever. The plainest Jane disappointed me. Yeah, she acts like she's innocent. Yep, I agree. But I just don't know as far as the Collier, whatever her name is, Collier story, the Jamaican lady who basically was acting like she was kidnapped. That's what it was a real story, but the lady was lying. So how does the plainest Jane connect to that? I know she covered the story, but she didn't know if the lady was lying or not. And if I was kidnapped and there's rumors out there that I'm lying versus I could be telling the truth, I would respect for somebody I would hope that even though that there's a rumor out there that I might be faking it, you never know. So I would really want somebody to be looking for me and saying stuff until we find out if it's true or not. I mean, shoot first, ask questions last, if it's going to come down to it. We said, Black Tea Blog, the plainest Jane and Rabbit been working together. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. And Tasha K is the head of it. And Tasha K is friends with Monica. Monica called Tasha and Tasha told her she should let everybody go. So I think, because remember, Marcella left on her own. What's his name? The guy who wears the hat, Bishop. He left on his own. The only person who I don't think left on their own was Schoolboy. So maybe Monica got rid of her, like Tasha said. So who's the shot caller really? They all working together. All of them. They all play a part. I just think that some people don't know if, okay, for instance, I'll say this. In my opinion, Sherelle's World is friends with Monica, let's just say. I don't know if Sinitra knows that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Sinitra knows that Sherelle might possibly be working with Monica. Hey, good morning, in the know. something and I'll be like, oh, I don't think that, I don't believe so and so did that or whatever, they always say that, I'm bugging, I'm thinking too far, or I think a lot. And then when it finally come out, most of the time, you were right. How did you know? And I'm just like, all you got to do is sit back and watch how people move. All you got to do is sit back and watch. God gave us 2 eyes to look and pay attention. 2 eyes and ears. Keep them open. We have 1 mouth. We have 2 eyeballs and 2 ears for a reason. That's all you got to do. Watch. I remember when I was little and I always thought I was slick as hell, get away with murder. And my father always say, he always go, you think you slick? I ain't saying a word to you. I'm just watching. And then I say a word. And I would be like, oh shit. Like I would come home from school and he'd be like,
All right, so I'm breaking in for some news that's coming in. Breaking news from CNN. I'm looking at this, came in a few minutes ago. Police are responding to a Georgia school for possible shooting. This is Appalachia High School, there in Georgia. Hang on, guys. Georgia State Police tell CNN they are responding to an active scene at Appalachia High School in the small community of Winder. Video from outside the school shows at least 5 ambulances and a large active police presence. At least 1 medical helicopter could be seen airlifting a patient from the scene. A local hospital is receiving patients with gunshot wounds related to the incident, a hospital source told CNN. So, this is a developing story. This is all I have right now. High school shooting. Another high school shooting just began. The new year of school, the school new year. All right. So I'll continue to play from this. This is our, fall uh, premiere of a flashback. And as soon as I can get more information, I will bring it to you.
when he said that, I would be like, oh shit, he on to me. Yeah, my father is funny as hell. He always say, you think you slick? Him hear me, how? Yeah, but it's just, it's leaving everything just, yeah, it is so annoying. And it's the same people that just be going on and on. Like if you let's say you're in somebody's chat, and just for instance, I was in someone's chat before and it wasn't me who said it. Somebody said, I don't trust the rabbit. Child, if you would have saw the few people, the same people who always in the plainest, not the plainest Jane, the rabbit's chat, the same people who always attacking and saying things to people if someone don't agree. It's always the same people. And it make me wonder, who is this person behind this name? Like, how do you know? Like the other day I was not the other day, it was like a week and a half ago, I was in someone's chat and they were saying how, you know, Danny and the rabbit are good investigators. And I said, I think they're the same person or working very close together. And they were like, no, I don't even think they're together. I think that Danny is Monique Tobert's relative. I don't think so. I don't think so, hear her. And then the trolls, the same ones. Oh, the rabbit is a good investigator. At me. Who the hell said she wasn't? Nobody said that. I can't stand when people have a response for something that no one said or has anything to do with anything. Nobody, that's what we are talking about. She's a good investigator. That's exactly what we're saying. But the whole thing is, I believe that they are the same person or they're working together. I disagreed. Basically, her little peons want the scenario to look like she is related to the Tolbert lady. That's what it is. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the whole story. I'm tired of like arguing with people and disagreeing with people because I don't really care. It's not affecting me at all. It's supposedly YouTube for entertainment purposes. But if you're watching a regular TV show, I'll say power. You always be like, oh, is this, oh, he's going to come back as this, or Lobos did that, or, Lobos is the head of this, and this person killed Lobos. Like, everybody usually have their opinion. So what's the difference? I don't have a problem with Lobos. I don't have a problem with ghosts. I'm just saying. Some people think ghosts look good. I don't like ghosts. I would go for Tommy. Tommy's a turn on for me. I don't know. It's something about it. I love me some Tommy Egan. Oh, God. Lord. I would love to be Molly for 10 minutes. God. But, woo, Tommy Egan is something else, boy. Mm-hmm. Let me get off of his back and say, please hit the like. Hello. Hit the like button and the subscribe. That's right. 9 likes out of 14 in the chat. Come on, bring them up. Bring them up. I can't tell how many likes I have. Yeah, you said they have troll accounts. Yep. Oh, bye, Amuse. I hope to see you later. Laughing my ass off. The rabbit makes me sick with the fake narrative steering. She basically provides info in a manner that leads you to believe, which exactly, like she wants us all to believe that Nosy is a fraud and a liar, and she might be all of that, yes, but she's not 100% wrong in her investigation that she did. Now, people would say, what makes her want to do an investigation? She's not an investigator. Ask the rabbit the same thing. She's not an investigator either. She's, who gives her, why is it okay for her, but it's not okay for Nosy? That's what I would like to know. Why is it okay to go after Danny, but it's not okay for Nosy? Everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, but the thing is, because we all were on the not liking Nosy train, that when Danny came along and was exposing her, we were like, yeah, at least I was like, yeah, because, but in my opinion, she's going too far. If let me tell you this, if they wanted me to believe the narrative that Danny was the Tolbert lady's family member, Danny should have never came for Charisma. That's where she fucked up. Because it would have been believable. She went too far. Why would the Tolbert lady's family member go after Charisma? Charisma don't have shit to do with Nosy. So if the rabbit is Danny or the plainest Jane is Danny, you went too far. You should have left Charisma out of it. But we definitely know that it's not a family member because now the rabbit makes comments and says, boy, wait till Danny's video come out later. So they're friends or the same person. Duh. Yeah. It's so weird. Learning to love myself. Steers people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But some people don't. Some people just, oh yeah, thank God we got her. What would we do without her? Oh yes. And I'm just like, oh, please. Please. It was good while she was getting nosy in them in the beginning, but now, come on, now you're getting on my nerves. Now you're trying to play people's intelligence for real. Hmm. But no, I definitely don't think Charisma and this girl. You said Charisma made a video about Danny first. Charisma went after Danny first. She did. I didn't see that. What I did see was Charisma wanted to interview the tour lady, and that's when somebody on Danny or one of them put up a rabbit put up a something, a sign or whatever, and said that wasn't a good idea for us to victimize the victim, which is the Tolbert lady. But yet you keep saying her name as if saying her name is not victimizing her. And then after I went on Sunny's panel and said that every time we say her name, we're victimizing her all over again. And they all disagreed. And that's when the rabbit's assistant came up and gave her a $4.99 super chat and told Sunny to mute me. And that's when the next day, when the rabbit did her video, she didn't call her by her full name like she's been doing the past 4 months. I know. That's what I saw. Danny and Rabbit work hand in hand. Rabbit came after Tails. Exactly. Exactly. She surely did. Mm-hmm. She surely did. So when somebody's saying that Danny or whoever went after Tails first, that's not true. I don't remember that. Mm-mm. They are playing good cop. But yeah, yes, that's exactly how I would say it. Call it out. Good cop, bad cop. Yep. But the thing is, yep, they are playing good cop, bad. You're right. Absolutely right. Mm-hmm. And the rabbit knows everything that Danny is doing. They because they together the same. Like I said, if they're not the same person, when they making that when Danny's making her video, the rabbit and her is either on the phone together when they making the video. They both putting an input in it. But when they first came out, they didn't act like they knew each other. It was like, now they're comfortable with saying it. Danny had an opinion and Tails didn't like it. Danny had an opinion. What opinion did Danny have that Tails didn't like? I thought it was the other way around. We all disagree, right? Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so now I don't think that, I don't think that Benz is a troll at all though. Mm-mm. I've been in chats with him that had absolutely nothing. I don't even know if Benz is a female or a man. I don't see a picture. So I hope I'm not calling a man a woman or vice versa. Did you watch Rabbit's video? The last one when she had Marcella on. Right, the victim shouldn't be exposed. Correct. But I didn't know that the Rabbit was the principal of the school. To be telling people the rules and what to do. I didn't know that. I don't hear anyone else saying anything about the other victims. It's just this Tolbert lady that the Rabbit happened to get on her channel. Of all people, why does it keep coming back to the same person? He said, not Rabbit. I have not been following the Rabbit. Oh, see, I've been following the Rabbit from the beginning. I am all for respecting opinions, but don't take people's word. Exactly. I agree. Oh, no, I don't think you're a troll at all, Vince. I don't. The victims are, to me, the victims is everyone else before Tolbert that Nosy called and harassed. That's the victims, in my opinion. Tolbert is not included, in my opinion. People that Nosy Ho called and harassed as being Monica. I don't think that I think that Tolbert lady was used to stop her, to stop Nosy. But she messed up when so Debonair is basically the one who got her caught up. And I was watching it and I was like, yeah, she's not who she's saying she is. She's lying. So for that, I definitely know that So Debonair is not in on nothing as far as, exactly, the Bojangles lady, right. Yeah. The Tails is recruiting. Hey, Lala. You said you agree with me about the Rabbit. Exactly. Exactly. But everybody's word, her word is gospel, like Brownskin said, to everyone. And I was just like, so did anyone here watch the other day when Mimosa Monday, when Sunny was speaking about it and had Marcella on the end came up and spoke? And how Sunny was, got upset and was crying and came off the camera and just was acting ridiculous. I could understand how Sunny was feeling and was getting upset if she knew for a fact what she was saying. Rabbit is really making people believe that Tolbert is a victim. And it's like, if you're so for victims and, trying to help people, why would you be, doing this and you're upsetting someone, as in Sunny? Like, why would you even be doing this? The fact that she's doing that makes me know you full of shit. How do anybody know what's going on with Tolbert? That's what I want to know. How? How do you know? If anybody on YouTube or on social media, let's say, is supposed to know what's going on with Tolbert, I would say it would be Nosy Ho. Nobody else is supposed to know that, because Nosy Ho's the one who did all the calling and harassing people on her channel. Nosy Ho is supposed to be the one that got the legal paperwork in the mail and is being sued if that is really happening, not the rabbit. There's no way that the rabbit is supposed to know anything about Monique Tolbert. You're not supposed to know anything about Angelica. That's why I don't believe that. I think Angelica and Monique is fake. I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
We learned that was Ross.
Right. We don't know if Monique Tolbert is involved or not, but I do know Monique Tolbert lied. So what would be her reasoning for lying? When you tell one lie, you'll tell more. So that's why I come to that conclusion. You're right. I'm not familiar with her. Why is she who? What's her name? Right? Sunny. Right? Because you know what? Why I feel that way? Because she said, well, didn't you hear when she said to me, this is not about So Debonair. So Debonair is my friend. We go out to have drinks several times a week. Several times. And I said, okay, why do I need to know that? Because I just want to let you know, okay? If somebody has an issue with anything, you can hit me up on IG. You can hit me up on IG and we'll take it from there. That's how she's carrying on, like big bad mama, big bad wolf. Girl, please, you are being made a fool of and you don't even see it. Acting a damn fool, crying and carrying on. Or for somebody that might not even be a victim. Talking about we all got hoodwinked. No, you're getting hoodwinked. That Tolbert lady isn't brown skin. Thank you. Like nobody's really seeing that. Come on now. Why, when Nosy asked that lady to go use her husband's phone, she hung up, and when Nosy called her back, she didn't answer. Remember, she said she did not hear from her cousin in years, and her cousin out of the blue called her to tell her that her name is being tossed around on YouTube on this lady's page named Nosy Ho Live. Okay? When the lady called Nosy, she said just what I said. Nosy, and I was like, hold up. She's saying Nosy name like that's her homegirl. And that's the same thing Nosy said. And she was like, no, because your name says it right there. No, her name says Nosy Ho Live. You're not going to just say Nosy like that's your friend. Come on. Your name's brown skin. Let's just say your name is brown skin lady. I'm not going to just meet you and speak to you the first time and be like, hey, Brown. No, I'm not going to do that. She's familiar with the lady. Her cousin, out of all the channels in the world of YouTube, happened to be a follower of Nosy's. Okay. And then she's saying that her cousin sent her Nosy's link. Mind you, the cousin was never in the chat and said anything. Never said anything. Wouldn't you stand up and defend your cousin? Come on now. And then when she wanted to settle her name because she was, believable and, after a while. And then when they told her to get her husband's phone, she hung up the phone. What victim's husband is going to sit on the phone and get cursed out like her husband did? And then he gives his wife the phone and walks away and leaves his wife to talk on the phone for about a half an hour. Then when you're asked to go get your husband's phone, you hang up. And then when people call you back, you don't answer Nosy's phone call. And then when you do call back, after 10 minutes or whatever it was, because it wasn't real quick, then she have the cousin speaking. Like, come on. And then out of the blue, while Wiley is live, Monica calls in. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. No one has seen MT since she was on Rabbit's channel. How do we know that she is even? Exactly. We don't know. She never said she is, but Sunny insinuated that it might be legal issues. How do we know? She's crying and saying that the lady's going through hell, okay? She can't go to the store. They chose a small place, and that lady is going through it. Her name has been dragged on these streets, and it's not right. And if it was your family, you would be upset. No. If it was my family, I would have cussed Nosy's fucking ass out. And first of all, my man would have never put me on the phone after Nosy cursed him out. And I probably would have been on his ass trying to take the phone from him. That wouldn't have happened. What is an avatar? Oh, you're still a baby. Oh, please. You think that's a normal conversation for a victim that got cursed out and disrespected? That's a normal conversation that they had. The husband's just gonna, oh yeah, leave my wife and let her get attacked by this monster and go to bed. That's what we're supposed to believe? Girl, please. I can't. As Danny says, the robot. I can't. Yeah, I can't either. She was laughing and enjoying the attention. Exactly. No one ever saw her. How do we know she's here? Yup. Monday. Wait, you saw it? Funny. That's how I found your channel. Right. Did you see how? First of all, she asked me to come up and she asked me if I watched the movie that she told me to watch. And I still didn't watch it yet. But I was just like, and the first time when she asked me to come up, I didn't want to because she was like upset about, she was already upset. So I was like, oh no, I'm not coming up there because I don't want to argue about it, So after she calmed down, then I decided to hit the link and go up. And boy, she was like, I said, you wanted me to come up? Yeah, because I wanted to ask her, did you see the movie? And her head in her hand, neck is moving, and she got an attitude and she going in. And I'm like, why are you, getting hostile? I'm not hostile. I'm just saying, if anyone has a problem, you can hit me on the Instagram and we can handle it. Because if it was my family member, I would have been on a flight. And I'm like, Sonny, girl, you are not about that life. Cut it. I understand you're upset, but you acting real about it right now. And that ain't you. So calm down. It was like she disrespected me and I was pissed off. And every time I think about it or listen to the video, it gets me riled up again. And the video was supposed to be a celebration of accountability. And the Valerie lady did not hold her friend accountable. She said that I took 7 tries to come up on the panel only to disagree. I didn't ask to come up here. Go watch the video. I never asked her. Let me get off that subject because I'm going to get pissed again. Why would Monique go on Rabbit? Of all people. Exactly. And she's trying to make me believe that because the Rabbit reached out to help her. And notice when she went on the Rabbit's channel, you see, let me tell you something. If I was down and behind the scenes and playing this game that I think is being played, I would have told the Rabbit, nah, let her put Monique Tolbert back up on the screen. Don't put Mo Money. That lady put Mo Money as her name. Remember the day before, So Debonair called her out on the name. She put that name up there. Why change the name? We already know your name. Now you want to be funny and put Mo Money? Okay, I would have said don't do that. Like, I don't know. That's weird to me. I think also if the Rabbit was going to say, she has the DMs from Angelica, who's supposed to be a 5-year business partner. Show the DMs since you're showing everything else. Don't say, I have the DMs if you want to see it. Don't say it. I would have said, don't say that. Just you leave that part out. You're asking us to tell you that we want to see something. You want us to request to you, where's the DMs? But you showed us definitions of words that we all supposed to know as grown folks. So, like, if you plead in your case, show us that Nosy was working with Angelica and you know, said that you'll pay her. They saying that when Nosy put the phone on mute, she was talking to Tolbert and told Tolbert that she'll pay her to just lie and keep it going. So when she went on the Rabbit's channel, that's what Monique is telling us on the Rabbit's channel that she wants us to believe. So if that's the case, why would you say that? And when Nosy played the tape, Nosy didn't say that. So now people's thing is, well, Nosy could have edited the tape. Everything keeps going back to Nosy's lying, right? Yo, all I know is Nosy is a fraud or whatever y'all want to call her and paint her out to be. Yeah, she's a liar. I caught her. I see a lot of things. First of all, this is another thing that I didn't understand. If Nosy and Ashley got together right before the pandemic, how the hell was Nosy's last name Gray in 2015? Unless, I don't know. I don't get that. That's Ashley's last name, and they supposedly was together for a year, like a year and a half. But in 2015, she used the name Gray. I don't know. I don't know. It's just too much. I never take people word for gossip. I listen to everyone, and if you full of shit, then call a spade a spade. Yeah? Yeah. That lady was too familiar. Exactly. Exactly. If I felt harassed, I'm not going on a highly viewed live show. Exactly. And what is an avatar? And that's when Nosy was like, you're white. You're white. You know exactly what an avatar is. And she was like, oh, he probably don't know. Your wife is behind your back. That could be very well true. But he was all too familiar and let his wife get jumped, basically, by Zephaniah and Nosy. More money, right? Please. You said, I hear her, watch your views started going up all of a sudden. Exactly. People's reporting the rest of the gang. Come in here, come in here. Get in here, get in here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Exactly. More money, more money. Wasn't Monique proven to be a liar? She is. She lied. Exactly. Yo, if she wanted to prove her case, if she would have got her husband's cell phone and didn't hang up, I would have more so said, all right, yeah. But she wasn't expecting Nosy to ask her to call her cousin. Because remember the first lie, well, that wasn't the first lie, but one of her other many of the lies she told was she don't know her cousin's number. I'm like, really? When your cousin called you, her number showed up. What do you mean you don't know her number? And then she tried to make it seem, no, I know the number, but it was in my, come on. Like, who do you really think what do you think you're talking to a bunch of dummies? But maybe, yeah, that's, you know what? And that's why the Rabbit's assistant is trying to call me out, asking me if I called ICE. Don't ask me no shit like that. Ask me something that you know and see that I'm saying. Don't ask me no bullshit and make stuff up trying to deflect. Don't do that, because that's what make me look at you even worse than how I'm already looking at you. Didn't she lie and say Nosy told her to keep? Right. That's exactly. And that's when I said that, and someone was like, well, maybe Nosy could have edited the tape. Why is it Nosy got to be the one that always is doing stuff? Why can't you think and see that you're being hoodwinked, as Sonny would call it? You say, yeah, well, yeah, but I thought Nosy played the. She did play the call on live, and Tolbert lady was lying. Exactly, she sure did. What happened with that Kenya Harrison, that other lady they were investigating? There was a whole bunch of other people, but nobody's talking about them. Nobody. They only talking about the fraud make-believe Tolbert victim that they are working with. That's the only one that's being talked about. Just that lady. That lady's bullshit. So is Angelica. People don't like nosy. So they exactly 100%. Exactly. I see the same thing. If that was my husband, listen, I would have been trying to get the phone out of his hand. We would have been tussling on the floor. Because I would have, because Nosy cussed his ass out. She said, don't fucking tell me I'm 37 years old. My father's in the grave. I was like, oh, don't tell me what to do. I said, oh my God. And he said, here, and walked away. Okay? That's when, like they hung up on Nosy when she asked for her to go get her phone from the husband. He should have hung up on her when she started cussing and carrying on. Please. Like my mother always say, tell your story walking. When somebody's telling her bullshit, that means get out of my face with that. It's just too much. I want to know what people's getting paid. What are they getting paid? What are they getting in respect for doing all of this? Why are you monetizing off this supposedly victim's name? He said she was definitely lying. Wait a minute, where am I? Why is it not going up? Hold up. Okay, now it's working. She was definitely lying. I don't understand why everyone thought Tolbert was a total victim. Plez is the top victim here. Hello, everybody's forgetting about it. But nobody's on Monica's ass anymore asking her to apologize. How do you force an apology? How do you force an apology if you're saying, oh, this person is owed this? Nobody's owed anything. And even if they're owed, who is any of us to be going and saying what people owe? And, if you want to say someone's right or wrong for the way that they're behaving, but you don't keep demanding for someone to, give an apology. Like, I'm with So Devoneer for not apologizing. I wouldn't apologize shit because So Devoneer clearly knows that lady is full of shit. When Nosy played the call, the rabbit tried to attack Nosy for record. Exactly. If you're searching for the truth, what difference does it make if she recorded it or not? Because the rabbit's bogus. I'm too old to stand for any. Exactly. I don't have a dog in the fight, but it's sickening the way are flipping on. Exactly. But when Nosy was around, nobody went and moved their mouth. Period. Nobody. Ain't no way my husband would have reacted like that, right? Please. It's just funny. It is just funny. It's so funny how Nosy act like she don't watch nobody's channel and she pay people dust. And I'm like, you're right. I don't believe that either. Oh, you definitely be watching. She definitely knew Charisma's name. She just for some reason didn't like her. And I don't know why. From what I saw, she didn't do anything to her. If anything, Nosy did something to Charisma. Right. What's your reason? None of these YouTubers are making real money like that to lie and push a narrative for extra. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Grown women. And you should see some of the women too. They old enough to be my grandmother. Some of the women about 60 plus years old. 50 and 60, acting a damn fool. Damn fool. Somebody got cursed out. I was watching this lady. She had to be 50. And I don't know if she hit the link by accident or not. Honestly, I don't think it was an accident, but whatever. She hit the link on Nosy's channel. And Nosy was like having a court segment for people that got blocked. Now, this is how fucking stupid people are. You think if somebody blocks me, that I'm gonna message you an email and tell you that I want to appear on your court and plead my case to come back and watch your channel? Are you kissing somebody's ass that much that you want to appear on court and willing to pay a fine? Yo, I can't make this shit up. It's too much. Oh, I didn't even know they was here. They just came and started doing the grass. Where's my charger? Hold on. I'm back. So, I don't know. Is there anything anyone wants to talk about? Block court. Oh, exactly. And people's paying. People was really paying. The way she cussed that lady out, I felt so bad for her. Yeah, can you hear them? You can hear them outside. Yeah, he didn't even tell me that he was on his way. I just hear and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. I'm happy my allergies are not acting up because normally when they cut in the grass, oh my goodness, it kills me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. This is too much. So what else is going on on YouTube? Anything interesting?
Depending on what she has to say at this point,
I saw Charisma had a live last night. I only caught like a few minutes of it. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what she was talking about because I had dozed off. I think it was, I know she was saying something about, oh yes, It was about she was saying something about the classes that she was taking that Nosy was on. I can't believe that people actually paid that lady $300 and something. Thank you for calling these people out. It needs to be said by my. Yeah, I think people scared to say anything, you know. But I mean, what's gonna happen? What's really gonna happen? What you gonna do? Make a video on the person and try to find out that information? Like, okay, when you find out the information, what are you gonna do? Come to my door? I, if somebody's gonna show up at my gate, just be ready for whatever happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't come empty-handed. That's what I'm gonna say. Since you want to be a guest, make sure you bring something with you. Because I got something to give you when you leaving. That's all. Like people, I don't know. All of that doxing and all of that is bullshit. What's the point? What you gonna do? Please.
All right, so let me just stop it here for a moment and bring over the news. There has been an update, and I want to bring this over. On the shooting. Okay, let me tell you what's going on here. There have been casualties reported. So, casualties are being reported. Suspect is in custody in a Georgia high school shooting. Authorities say, let me just hang on, guys. Authorities say the exact number of casualties from the shooting at Appalachia High School in Winder is not immediately available. One suspect is in custody after authorities received a report of an active shooting at Appalachia High School. All right, according to a statement from Barrow County Sheriff's Office, casualties have been reported. However, details on the number or the condition of those victims is not available at this time. A local hospital is receiving patients with gunshot wounds, a source at the hospital told CNN. Georgia State Patrol previously said it had responded to an active scene at the school. At least 5 ambulances and a large active law enforcement presence were at the campus, according to a video from the outside. Let's see if I can show any of that. Here you can see the campus. Okay. Special agents from the FBI have responded to assist local law enforcement, a bureau spokesman said. The high school belongs to the Barrow County school system, which told CNN students have been cleared to leave and parents have been notified to pick them up. Transportation will be provided to the students who need it. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has directed all available state resources to assist at the scene. I'm just kind of going down. It's still a developing story. It serves about 15,340 students, 1,932 of whom are enrolled at Appalachia High School. So talking about the Barrow County school system. It is the 24th largest school district in the state. So now, here we go. I'm sorry, I was on another page here. So you can see it, this school. So we still don't know the state of the victim's health and, the injuries. And at least they say casualties. So we don't know what that means at this moment. Another school year began with a tragic shooting. Let's see. Have a blessed day, Vicky. Have a blessed day, all of you. It's almost 12:45. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. If anything, more updates that are more specific and necessary to report, I'll come back on, or I will, leave them for this evening. Gia Papaya says, sickening. Imagine going back to school after a summer break to meet their demise. Again, this happened in Georgia this afternoon. This certainly is going to be a topic to be discussed more. Gun violence. Yes. Baby Juju says, great life and commentary. Good day, Teddy. And to all of you, biggest bear hugs go out to you. Please hit the like on your way out. Keep your bear phones on. Email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. But that is going to do it for me right now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great Wednesday afternoon.
나연히 내게 보낸 reels 하나둘씩 클릭해보는 너의 생각들 yeah. Look at me baby you and me 하루 종일 혼자라도 not only lonely How close to me baby just like a dream yeah. 따뜻한 너의 품 고개를 들어 이렇게 눈 맞추면 You make me go crazy all the little things you do You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 나는 사랑과 내게 쳐도 좋아 You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 그대로 너의 품 나는 보는 너의 눈 The sweetest 빨간 게 나에게 어디가 그렇게 좋냐고 물어보면 난 이렇게 대답할래 내게 10번의 기회가 있다던 나에게 오는 해가 2번 아니 3번 뜰 때까지 너의 곁에 Come close to me baby just like a dream yeah 이런 난 정야 I wanna know everything about you 살짝 몰래 내게 입 맞추면 You make me go crazy all the little things you do You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 나는 사랑과 내게 쳐도 좋아 You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 그대로 너의 품 나는 보는 너의 눈 The sweetest It might be too early to say But I found the love of my life, my life 너도 나와 같은 맘인걸 The way you make me feel is gonna change the way I used to be 잊혀질 환상일까 두려워하는 나의 손을 잡아줄 거란 뜻을 알아 Baby take my hand You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 나는 사랑과 내게 쳐도 좋아 You're my teddy bear, teddy bear 그대로 너의 품 나는 보는 너의 눈 The sweet You're my teddy bear, my teddy bear 이대로 시간이 멈춘데도 좋아 You're my teddy bear, my teddy bear 그대로 너의 품 나만 보는 너의 눈